Don't rush. The main thing is don't rush. Be patient. Rushing and being in a hurry never leads to anything productive.
Mhm.
Um, if you know, if you're following a certain protocol by the book, it will work. Even though
Mhm.
it might not be working immediately, it will eventually work. So
Mhm.
don't rush into making things work. Don't rush into forcing things to work when it is going to work eventually. One of the worst mistakes you can make is, you know, being in a hurry. When you're in your lab, remember it's you don't control, I mean, the lab doesn't control you, you control the lab. So make sure that you have everything down to the book. You make a record of whatever you're doing. You make a note of everything. Important lab note practices is very, very important
Mhm.
because you just might win a Nobel Prize. You never know. Having a good lab notebook.
Mhm.
So, I mean, that's how you should read up on the guy who won the Nobel Prize for discovering liquid helium. It was an
Mhm.
accident, and he wouldn't have guessed it if it wasn't for his lab notebook.
Mhm.
So he went back to his lab notebook to see what exactly he did, and then he realized, oh, there is some step over here. So when they repeated it, they got it, and he won
Mhm.
the Nobel Prize. So maintain a really comprehensive lab notebook. Make sure that you take care of other people who use the lab as well. I mean, you are aware that there are other people who use the lab as well.
Mhm.
Don't just leave things lying around.
Mhm.
Don't just finish your work and just, get out of the lab as soon as you can. Clean up, put things back where they were taken from.
Mhm.
Clean your workplace because somebody else might come and use it and you might contaminate their experiments. You don't want that to happen.
Mhm.
Um, what else? Yeah, patience, as I said, be patient. If something is meant to work, it will work. Don't force it into working sooner than it is supposed to.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, these are, be a good listener,
Mhm.
you know. If someone is discussing their experiment with you, which is similar to what you're doing, listen to what the person has to say,
Mhm.
because you might get some useful benefits or useful tips from their experiment that you could use in yours.
Mhm.
So these are some of the main mistakes that I have made during my PhD, which I can just